Good afternoon. It's Mark here at TapeTally.com for your Week 7 in the markets, 2012. What I'm going to do today is we're just going to go over the overall markets and give you an indication of what I'm seeing. We're going to go through a couple different time frames, a little bit longer on the weekly time frame as we can see here, and then we'll go through it daily. So what we're seeing is the market continuing upwards here. I believe we are now, let me just quickly pull this up here. Year to date on the SPY, we're up almost 9%. On the NASDAQ, we're up over 13, almost 14%. Dow, we're up 6%, and on and on. So we are doing quite well this year, and as you can see here, this is each bar here signifies a week in the markets, and I mean since the beginning of the year when it broke this pennant pattern, it's been kind of straight up, mind you, on lower volume, but at the end of the day, price only pays, so this is what really matters, right? So we're looking here. I mean, the Nasdaq has hit, a decade high. I don't think it was this high since 2001, and it continues upwards. That's all that really matters. No matter what, the media is saying about, Greece default and this, they're calling tops. Bull markets climb a wall of worry, and they go down on the slope of hope. That's kind of the stock market adage. We can see gold here. We've been talked about this bounce here. We just draw a quick trend line. It's just simple. The trend is your friend until it bends and then it ends. That's another adage there. But I mean, we did talk about it bouncing right off this long-term trend line here, and it has. And I mean, we saw a move from 150 to 170 on the GLD. Volatility, they're pulling volatility right out of the markets. This typically goes down when the market goes up. It's kind of a fear index, and the Canadian market's on a longer term time frame, same kind of deal, right? So let's take a look on a little shorter time frame. Let's go back up to the SPY. We talked about that earlier, and this is a steady, quiet bull market. This is probably the beginning of a bull market that could last. Nobody really knows, but typically they last years. And this could last till 2013 and 14. Who knows? Or it could end because election year, typically markets do better, so it could end next year. Nobody knows, but until that time, until we start seeing that the underlying stocks are not acting right, we're going to trade. We're going to trade it. We're going to trade the market we have. We're not going to trade the market we want. So let's go back to the NASDAQ here. I mean, this one's straight up. And I think there's a lot of people in the market that, saw volatile 2011. I saw it as well. I wasn't going into this year. I was actually quite bearish. But once we start seeing these stocks, the underlying stocks starting to shape up nicely, I mean, there's nothing else we can do but trade. Trade what we're seeing, and that's very important. I'll keep repeating that a lot of times, but you need to understand that. USO here, oil, we are seeing some lower highs, and this resistance, it'll probably break it tomorrow with that news from Iran. Volatility, as we said, they're just pulling it right out of the markets. We're short this right now at Tape Tally in our VXX strategy. It's up 19% here in a month and a half. We go long and short it. I'll be discussing that a bit more. I'll have a document prepared on what that strategy plans to do and when it acts the best. It basically acts. The strategy does best when the market is volatile, although it is in and out of the markets all the time. And we look at Canada. So we did see here rising bottoms, break of the trend line, and as we indicated, we did see some upward movement here. So in essence, what we're seeing here is that underlying sectors, industries, the stocks are acting quite well. A lot of them are starting to base underneath their 52-week highs. So if we do get a break to the upside, I think we are going to see a bull market here, a major bull market. Of course, nobody knows what will actually happen, and we have to manage our risk accordingly. So far, I'm quite bullish on the market, and I think it's time to get involved. I'm basically 100% invested in all my accounts, and actually more in some of them. I've got some leverage working, and I will trade accordingly. So let's make some money this bull market. Have a good day.